Good morning. It's Tuesday, April 14th, I believe, and I'm going to model some of the things that you need to do today for the lab. Hopefully, at this point in time, you've managed to get like two packages of the Alka Seltzer, and I'm going to show you what you need to do with them. You can use an 8 or 9 ounce cup. I'm choosing to use a glass because when you do it in the glass, you can see it a little bit more visibly. So I think it works better. But if you only have cups available because that's what you got handy, then fine. Glass looks and acts more like a beaker would, but it'll work. You'll just have to look through the top. You can't look through the side. Okay. Coffee mug would work too. Whatever you got, easy. Uh, Also, you're gonna measure 4 ounces of water in a measuring cup, as I had told you yesterday. So that's what we're going to use instead of the graduated cylinder. You're going to need something to stir. I found a wooden skewer. Just when you stir, your stirring needs to be consistent. You don't want to stir because stirring is a variable in terms of rate of reaction, agitation. It's a variable. So since we're testing temperature and surface area, we can't vary our mix one more than the other. So whatever it is, one, two, three, four, five, whatever you decide to use as your mixing amount or the way that you mix it or however, be consistent. Just do it the same for all three trials. Okay. Uh, the first trial, I'm not going to actually do that one. It's the simplest one. You can do it. I'm going to do the one that requires the hammering, okay, or the mortar and pestle. So, to the best of your ability, to get a tablet out without breaking it, I failed. It's okay if they break. You have 4 tablets. You need two to come out unbroken. So, half of them have to be unbroken. Uh, so, this first one is coming out and it's broken. And what I've done is I've taken a piece of paper and I'm putting it down on my work surface. This this is a solid surface. You need to do it on something that's solid because if you hammer, like you don't want to put it on a plate and hammer it. You want to put it on something you can tap it with the hammer and powder it up. So I'm taking out this tablet, okay, and it came out in like 3 pieces. I don't know if you can see the little piece here. It came out in 3 pieces, which is fine because I'm going to powder that one. The other one, I mean, usually both of them are good in the packages, but this one is whole. And what I would do is, right, for this one, I would pour my water in. Okay, actually, I can pour the water in. Pour the water into the glass. Okay. Then you're going to drop the tablet in. And once you drop it in, one, two, three, four, five, be consistent. I'm not going to do that one because there's no point. You can do that. It's simple enough. I'm going to show you the powdering. Okay, I'm going to put this actually in here. Put it on the side. This way I can use it later. Kidding. Uh, Now I'm going to take my tablet, as you see here, and I'm just tap it very lightly. Do it on the paper. Don't bang it hard because you're going to break whatever you're doing it on. Not using a lot of force, you see that. Wiping the hammer so it all transfers over. Okay. And now use the paper, kind of like a funnel or a slide. Okay. Get my little stirring rod. Okay. I have a stopwatch on my camera. Like I can see right now, I'm 4 minutes and 22 seconds in, 23, 24 seconds in, 25. So I'm going to get my number of seconds there. From the time I drop it in, I'm going to start mixing it. Mix it like 5 times and see when it stops. I'm going to wait for it to get to 45. One, two, three, four, five. Waiting for the reaction to stop. Fizzing seems to stop. 501, 16 seconds. Okay, for the reaction to stop. There's some residual bubbles that are in there. They'll rise up, but basically it was 16 seconds. So I'd write down in my data table cold water. Um, write down in my data table cold water, powdered or broken up. I forgot what it says at the data table. I don't have it printed out in front of me right now, but I would put 16 seconds. Now you're going to do that for a whole tablet in cold water and a whole tablet in hot water. Uh, if you use a Pyrex cup, you can take this, put the same amount of water, 4 ounces in it, 4 ounces of water, throw it right in the microwave, and it'll work. Okay, so 4 ounces in a glass or a cup. Just use the same one over and over. All you have to do is rinse this out. Dump it, rinse it. It'll be fine. Okay? You do that, fill out the data table, answer the questions. You've already studied kinetics, so you probably should know what's going to be the fastest or which one will be the slowest. The slowest you should know. You might not necessarily know what's going to be the fastest. You should know what things speed it up. There are two variables that speed it up, and there's two separate claim, evidence, and reasoning sections on this one that you're going to provide the answers to. So you can do that. Uh, if you have any questions on it, of course, I'll be on and off my email throughout the course of the day today, and I will get back to you. I don't think I'm going to have to do another video lesson on this for tomorrow because I think it's pretty straightforward. Uh, the first page, obviously, you don't have to send me back. The second and third page, your data table and your claim evidence reasoning questions, that you will have to submit to me. That's going to count for your lab grade for the fourth quarter. I don't know how much of the news you listen to or if you try and avoid it. Sometimes I think it's better that you avoid it. But right now, the mayor of New York City, de Blasio, says that he's going to keep New York City schools closed through June, and they're not going to open up again until September. I don't know what our situation is going to be. The governor is saying, it's a regional decision. You can't make that. I don't know. It's almost comical listening to the politicians the way they try and argue with each other. Each one, I can do this because I'm great, and I can do this because I'm great, and it's um, it's problematic. The bottom line is this: uh, these might be our only grades. If you don't do the work, like I think 4 or 5 people haven't taken the last test yet. One person didn't take it under the right conditions and timed out. Uh, I don't know what they're going to do for the fourth quarter. There's rumors that it might be pass fail, it might be this or that. Like I don't know. I'm just telling you that whatever I'm told to do, I'm going to do. Okay, so I think you need to do the same thing. This might be your education for this particular school year. So take advantage of it. It'd be nice to go back to school. I really want to. I don't like doing this. Tired of being locked in my house. If I want to go out to dinner somewhere, I can't do it. You want to go to a park. I mean, you can't do it. You're a prisoner in your own home. Uh, I guess this is a little bit of an outlet, at least, that I get to sort of talk to you. Uh, but it's our reality right now. Take advantage of it. Do what you're supposed to do. Okay. Uh, you know, I look at the percentage of people viewing the videos. Some of you just aren't doing it. It's obvious. And if we do go back to school, when we do take tests, you know, it's going to be found out. You're in your house. Don't waste your time on Instagram and Snapchat and all these other things. You're supposed to spend 3 or 4 hours a day with schoolwork. You can do 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours afternoon. Break it up, you know, and keep in mind most of my videos are, you know, in the 20-minute region. It's in the 20-minute region. That doesn't mean that's all you're supposed to do. Like you listen to it, you don't understand it, you back it up, you listen to it again, you look at the question or portion of the textbook that I'm referring to, etc. You do those things. You don't just like play it in the background while you're scrolling through your phone. You know, you gotta make yourself learn. I mean, some of you are doing it, and some of you aren't. Like You can tell by the grades I got on the test or by the people who are refusing to take the test in the proper conditions. You know, okay? It's not that hard to figure out. All right. Anyhow, I think I've preached enough to you today. Um, I'll try and find something for you. Maybe you guys can make a silly putty at home. It's something that we usually do in school, but I don't know. There's going to be no lab component this year, even if we come back. So uh, the only opportunity you might get to do some of these things if you really want to do them is at home. So start trolling your house to see if you can find some Elmer's glue, and I don't know how you're gonna find borax. I mean, you can get it in the supermarket. They sell it in the laundry aisle. It's a laundry booster. Um, it's called borax. I'm trying to think of the 20 Mule Team is a common brand. So if you go in the laundry aisle, you would actually find it. You can ask one of the people in the store where it is. You know, uh, Works good for laundry detergent. They're along with your laundry detergent. So if you bought it to make this silly putty, it wouldn't be a waste. Anyhow, as I ramble on, hope all of you are doing well. Hope everyone's reasonably healthy, and have a great day. And I'll come up with something for you tomorrow. Take it easy. Bye bye.